Hello viewers and welcome back to an episode of me, Bearlenation. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for joining me. Since we last met against Newcastle, we've done pretty well. We drew in Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup to go to a replay. We beat Nottingham Forest 5-2. We won the FA Cup replay in extra time. That made us a little bit tired for the game against Stoke where we drew 2-2. We then demolished Luton 4-1, setting us up nicely for Burton and Blackburn today. Currently we're 9th in the table. We're getting ever so slightly closer to those playoff positions. We're 9 points off them now. Goal difference, we need to improve a little bit, I think, if we really want to challenge. But there's plenty of time left. We've still got 14 games left to pick up to make up the 9-point difference and improve that goal difference. Since we last met, the transfer window has shut. We've made a couple of signings, a few outgoings as well. Let's meet the new players. Firstly, welcome George Pombo. Attacking midfielder. We bought him from Zaragoza. As you can see already, he's got 2 goals in 2 games with an assist to his name. 1.3 million. A bit more than what I was expecting to spend on a player in January, but attacking midfield is somewhere that we've been a bit weaker, and with the contracts coming up, such as Irvine and Balog, which I'll talk about in a minute, we needed someone there just to come in and be able to improve the first team rather than a backup, and I feel Pombo can do that definitely for us. 26 as well, relatively low wage. Although he's probably playing quite close to his full potential, I still think a half-star player at this level is still very good. Great technique at 16, good flair, great first touch. He's good dribbling as well. He's just got everything that we need in an attacking midfielder at the moment. Moving on, welcome loan signing Mitchell Bakker. We've got him on loan from PSG. This was a weird one. It was very last minute, as you can probably tell, but we sent Brandon Fleming out on loan, who was a backup left back, to give him some game time to develop him, and we had his wages covered. So the wages that we're paying to Bakker are still less than what we would have been paying for Fleming if he was here. So it works out as quite a cost neutral move for something to the end of the season to give us backup option. He's made 1 appearance so far off the bench, but I'm sure it'll be a solid backup for us if needed. Outgoings, we've had a few since we last met. Josh McGuinness went to Cheltenham. Matt Ingram went to Nottingham Forest. Dan Batty, he wasn't getting a game this season. I think he played once, so we cashed in basically before his contract was up. Then we loaned Fleming out and Mackenzie, who just to get him some game time really. 14 million in the budget overall at the moment, just short of 15. Currently a little bit over on the wage budget, but I think with the players that the contracts are up in the summer and what they want now, wage demand wise, we'll be able to fall under that. And we're paying some wages to players who aren't at the club anymore, but contracts are up in the summer, so we'll recoup all that money as well. Just on the subject of contracts that are up in the summer, Lonergan's retiring, so he won't be here next season. Kevin Stewart, he wants a lot. He wants about 20,000 a week, and the club vision is to work in the budget, so it's a difficult one for Kevin Stewart. Do we keep him or do we just let him go on a free? Because I'm not sure. We're going to wait until the season progresses, I think, and see where we end up. Balog, he again wants about 18,000 a week, which I'm just not prepared to give him, unfortunately. He's not performing enough, and as you can see, someone has offered him a contract. I don't think he'll be here next season. Jackson Irvine, again, he wants a big wage rise, and when we've got to work in the wage budget, we've really got to think about, do we want him here? And again, at the moment, I'm leaning towards that we don't. So I don't think he'll be around much longer unless it comes to the end of the season. They've not signed contracts anywhere else, and then they accept a lower offer from us. But we'll have to wait and see how the season pans out as well. Back forward, if we do make the playoffs and get promoted, that could be a totally different story. Irvine in the midfield with Lewis Potter and Scott on the wings. Pombo and Smith in behind Pereira. I'm hoping that we could get 3 points today against Burton. They're not doing very well. We've also got the added bonus that they can't play George Honeyman against us, as is our player, but I'm interested to see, which they've not done. They've got Nuadiko on the bench, who is obviously one of our former players. Is that Leighton Baines? No, Lewis Baines. I was going to say, how have they got Leighton Baines? Playing a 4-4-2, I'm hoping we'll be able to perform well enough against that to neutralise it and overpower them. Here we are then, kickoff is upon us. Looking 50 points we can end up on today if we win, which will take us up into 8. And if results stay the same, we'll be just 6 points off the playoffs. Burton are lowly in 24th at the moment. They've picked up 2 wins now. Pombo with a great free kick. Ooh, and it's just gone wide. I was hoping that you might see his first goal for the club. Well, first goal on video anyway. Irvine into Pombo. Good bit of link-up play. Smith brings it forward. Smith's been a bit of a revelation, really. Been very happy with the way he's been playing. To say he's someone that was brought in last summer, wasn't meant to be any good, and Device almost gets punished for his mistake there. But Cammy Smith been really impressed with him quite lately. Burton corner here and Device heads it away. We're chasing it down, Shitu on the ball, but Burton don't. The highlight ends from there. Half an hour coming up, very quiet at the moment. Burton have had 1 clear-cut chance and we've had none. Possession-wise is fairly even, but Smith into Flanagan, who's driving forward, finds Pereira, who's just tackled out, but Scott with the rebound and just can't find a way past the keeper. Burton, the ball is cleared. I was worried then. Ooh, was zoomed in by mistake. Device, great free kick, and Lewis Potter heads wide. He's headed wide. How many times have we seen Lewis Potter in that position this season, just be able to nick a header and find his way, find a goal? Coming up to half time, 0-0. Bit disappointed at the moment, really. I think we need to tell them to. Yeah, look, we are 5 players. I think we do need to get aggressive there, because at the end of the day, with all due respect to Burton, the bottom of the table, and the bottom for a reason. We need to get a bit more out of these players. Again, 10 minutes into the second half, we've not had a highlight yet, which is mad. But coming up to the hour mark has come and gone. No highlight again. I think we'll make some substitutions. Pereira's having a quiet game, so on comes Gomez. Pombo's having a poor game, and we'll bring Henriksen on to replace him. Back underway, double substitution. Device with a deep free kick. I thought he'd found Cammy Smith. Great save by the keeper, well held. I was hoping he'd just kick it into the player like we saw previously, but we're not so lucky. Burton with a deep cross, and they've almost met it. We need to demand more out of them. We need to do something. I think we'll go on to very attacking. I know that could leave us quite open at the back, but we need to do something. Shoot on sight as well. We'll change that, as we've got a corner hit. Well, that's ridiculous. Tell the boys to show some passion. 2 minutes to go, and Burton, we dominated Burton, but we've just not made any chances. And that's it. We've drawn 0-0. That's appalling. Pombo, worst performance. Flanagan, man of the match. But overall, that's a shocking result. Yeah. Lewis Potter looks to have lost confidence, but at the end of the day, you can't play bottom of the table and draw 0-0 when you're dominating like that. Yeah, I'm not surprised that James Scott's come out and said that. They should be embarrassed. Blackburn in a week's time, we really need to improve. 12 players Blackburn. We're currently 9th in the table, so we're 8 points behind Bristol City now. If we'd have just won there, we'd have been 6 points off the playoffs. Disappointing, really disappointing game there. If you join me again in a minute, we'll go through to the Blackburn game. Welcome back for the Blackburn game. Couple of changes today. So Backer's come in at left back for Datkovic, and Samuelson's come in on the right for Scott. Other than that, we remain unchanged. So Long in goal, back four of Backer, Device, Burke and Flanagan, Irvine in the midfield, Lewis Potter and Samuelson on the wing, Smith and Pombo in midfield, who's sitting behind the line for Pereira. Bench is Mannion, Schmidt, Stewart, Scott, Datkovic, Kane and Balog. Although the performance was good last game, well, it was okay. We need to improve. Again, this is a 5-4-1? It's a flat 5-4-1. It's not often that you see someone playing that formation, so that could make it quite hard for us to break down. But I think we need to just get into the players from the first minute and just try and, like I say, we've been aggressive there, just try and sort of give them a bit of a boot as the game's underway, but this is what we need to be doing. We need to maybe just try and get into the players a little bit, just to make them realise that we need to improve. First highlight comes to us though. Irvine through to Pereira. Can he cross it? He does. Lewis Potter. Yes. Great goal to start the game. Lewis Potter, as we saw in the Burton game, missed something so similar to that. And here he's put it away. I thought we were going to lose the ball, but Irvine with a great ball to Pereira, who puts in an outstanding cross right through the Blackburn defence, who would go nowhere near it. Inch perfect, and great way to start the game. That takes us into 9th at the moment still, with 7 points off 6th place Bristol City. Games, like I say, they're starting to not get away from us just yet, but I think we need to just carry on winning. That's what we need to do, and I'm sure we'll end up in the playoffs if we carry on. Need to improve that goal difference though. Coming up to half time, no other highlights, which is fine. I mean, we've limited Blackburn to 1 shot, but I think we just need to try and get some encouragement into the players, just to sort of try and put this game to bed a little bit more than what we are doing at the moment. So have 1 highlight and 1 goal is fine, but obviously we want to make sure we're home and hose with 1 or 2 really. Although first highlight goes to Blackburn, early highlight in the second half, but Samuelson's breaking away. Can he give it to? He's lost the ball in the central midfield. I thought he was just going to feed it through to Pereira, but Flanagan's picked up a poor goal kick back to Samuelson on this right hand side. Feeds it back. Oh. Smith just wide from Smith. I thought it was just going to come up out of the midfield and just rifle it in from range, but he didn't. Unfortunately, wrong side of the post. Make some changes in a minute. Quiet. Pombo's been quiet again. So for someone that's had 2 really good games off camera, his first 2 games on camera have been really poor, which isn't good, because it makes you viewers will think, what have we bought? What have we bought? But we'll bring Scott on, but some fresh legs as well. I think Lewis Potter's looking a bit tired, so we'll maybe look at bringing him off. Just try and ask the boys to show a bit of passion. Although, highlight to Blackburn here, they seem to be breaking away, but there's 2 up on the keeper. Flanagan can't get there. It's played a long ball up. Blackburn are in behind, but it's a great save by Long. Blackburn corner coming up. Highlight still going on. Can we clear it? We do. Lewis Potter heads it away, but Blackburn pick the ball back up. It's come back out, but they've headed it wide. Headed it over. 80 minutes, I think. Cammy Smith, quiet game. We'll bring Balog on, and what we'll do is we'll put Samuelson in behind and put Balog on the right, and we'll just try that just to freshen it up a little bit. We've been dominated for possession, but shots wise we're doing a lot better. But the second half we've not performed as well as what we could do. I mean, in the first half we were quiet. Later highlight here to Blackburn. Flanagan into Bert, just cleared it out. Irvine clears it up, but Blackburn pick up the loose ball. Fed back to the keeper. Poor goal kick, but Blackburn have picked it back up. Coming up to full time, we just need to clear the ball. Lewis Potter's bringing it down the left. Poor ball into the midfield, but we've got it back again. Irvine out to Balog on the right. What can he do? Gets a good cross in. Lewis Potter's there, and we've got a penalty. We've got a last-minute penalty. James Scott stepping up. He's missed them before. He scored them before. What's he going to do here? And he scored. Home and hose. 3 points. Last-minute goal. 2-0 against Blackburn. This is a good-looking penalty. Easy. It makes it look really easy. 6 points from the... No, sorry. Optimistic. 4 points from the 2 games. But there we go. We've dominated Blackburn there. I think we just need to tell the players it was a bit of a let off, because in that second half Blackburn hit us on the counter a few times and we looked a bit shaky, but we've come out with a win. 5 unbeaten in the league now, which is 3 wins and 2 draws, which is what we need. Just before we go, we'll have a quick look at the table. So where we're 9th at the moment. We're now 6 points off the playoffs with 12 games to go, so there's plenty of opportunities still for us to pick up the points needed. I mean, we're only 7 points now off 5th place. These are the 2 we're looking at. I think 4th and 3rd are a bit out of our league to try and pick up 15 points now with the games that remain in, with the points that those teams will pick up as well. But yeah, 5th and 6th are definitely on the cards. What we'll do is we'll come back for the Swansea and Norwich games. Yeah, we'll come back for them. So we'll play through these. If it was a bigger team than Fulham, I would have brought us the FA Cup game, but I don't think anyone's really bothered. If we get through to the next round, obviously that's the quarterfinals, and we'll look who we get and maybe look at including that. But Swansea and Norwich will play next on the video, and hopefully we'll continue to pick up lots of points throughout these games, make it through to the quarterfinals, the FA Cup, and we'll be pushing for even more for those playoff positions. Thank you for joining me again today. If you have enjoyed what you've seen, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time for more.